Morning to everyone, and thank you for joining us once again. It's a beautiful morning here in the Manyeleti. We had a bit of rain last night, so the bush is nice and fresh. I'm just sitting here on top of Buffalo Plains, just looking out and listening if I can hear any lions roaring around the lodge, or further off in the distance I can hear one of the Orpen males roaring towards the Kokomoya side, Honeyguard side, so I might try there this morning first, and I might make my way to Main Dam. We haven't seen the Narus in quite a while. I'm looking forward to seeing how the cubs are doing, and I might even venture a little bit more south to S8 Dam, that area. But yeah, it's a nice cool morning, and let's see what we can go and get out there. Just been following up on tracks for Pride of Lions here. You can see they've been walking on the road. And they lay down here. It's quite interesting. They turned around here. And I think they turned around. You can see a lot of tracks and sign for a herd of elephants. So maybe the elephants chased them and they had to change direction, the lions. So it's quite interesting just from reading the tracks, seeing the tracks, all the stories that unfolded during the night. So the lions turned around and headed off that way, so I'm going to follow up towards that side. So I wasn't lucky following up on those tracks of the lions a bit earlier, and a few of the vehicles are around the Main Dam area, so I thought I'd try my luck at skybirds this morning. And luckily I've come across 3 members of the Skorro Breakaway Pride. So 2 young males and 1 female. So we're missing just 2 members of this pride, the Breakaway Pride. There was 5, if you remember, 5 that we often saw around Skybirds Dam here. So we're just missing the older female and another sub-adult female. As you can hear, we're around Skybirds Dam. You can hear the Egyptian geese, the hippos in the background. You can see this male's got a bite. Looks like a small bite to his lower back. Probably an altercation from another lion. He's got a very characteristic mohawk, this young male. It's tough to say what's going on with the lion dynamics up in the northern part of the reserve at the moment. We've never really seen the original Skorro pride again, or the Hercules males that took over that pride, if they're still with that pride. So we're not sure what's happening with that pride at the moment, where these lions broke away from. What I also know is the older Mbiri males, the two Mbiri males that left the Mbiri pride a few years ago, have also started to appear more around the Orpen side, and they've even been seen here at Skybeds about 6 weeks ago. So we could also see them in the northern part of the reserve here again. This young female keeps contact calling. I'm actually just going to follow up. Just behind us here, I've heard this growling noise, and I want to go see if maybe some of the other lions are here, or if there's other lions here. As I was making my way around to go and follow up on that noise, I bumped into that big herd of elephants. So I've just come back to the lions to see if there's any interaction here between the two. Elephants are coming straight towards the lions. The lions have wisely decided to move off. There's a lot of elephants here, probably about 15 to 20 coming. So I'm back with the lions. I managed to avoid the elephants. Safe and sound. I went to check that area where I heard that noise coming from, but unfortunately that's exactly where the elephants walked right through, so they might have chased off the other lions that I think that were there. In my opinion, what I think might be in that area is maybe the eldest lioness is with an older male and is busy mating there. That's the sound that I think I heard. And it might explain the injury to this young male's back. Just a bite mark. So maybe the eldest lioness from this group is mating with a male. That's the sound I thought I heard. But I might come back here maybe this afternoon or tomorrow morning and just see if I can see anything. I've driven that whole area. But like I say, that's where the elephants walked right through, and there was a lot of elephants, so they might have just chased those lions into an area that was thick and they're just waiting it out there. But See this female giraffe resting up here in this little open clearing. That's how the giraffes also sleep as well. They'll sleep either standing up or they lie down, but their neck is always upright. When they rest like this as well, they will chew the cud. So you'll see her chewing away, so they do ruminate at the same time while they're resting. So I came back to where I had the tracks of the lions this morning, and literally right next to the road, the Mbiri males are here with the Mbiri females still. They must have just been walking around and they flopped down next to the road here, right where we drove past earlier. But yeah, it's quite surprising to still see the males with the females. They're all lying down here in the long grass. Very interesting times ahead. I mean, we are within the Orpen males' territory. The females have moved up quite a long way from the lodge. We're more towards Honeyguard side at the moment. So these males are now much further into the Orpen males' territory. I've seen it in a few prides before where the males break away even for a few months and then they sort of come back to their natal territory and often join the pride again maybe a week or two, and then once the dominant male lions meet up with the females again, they sort of chase those younger male lions off again. So it's going to be interesting times ahead to see what the response is from the Orpen males, and then the response back by these young males if they run away or actually decide to stand their ground and maybe challenge the males. I mean, it would never be ideal for these males to take this area over and obviously mate with their pride itself. It does happen. Inbreeding does happen within lions. Apparently you only see the effects in 7 generations down the line. The ideal situation would be for these males to disperse and for new genes to take over the pride and produce new cubs of these females, but it'll be, like I said, interesting to see how things unfold here in the next few days.